All of a sudden, electric mobility is all around us. We've seen a host of brand new models from a variety of manufacturers appear over the last wee while, and the great news for consumers is that the choice is only going to get better and better as time goes on. Here's one that's probably been hiding in plain sight all along though. It's the Nissan LEAF. It's a popular one as well. There are over 300,000 of these sold globally since it debuted around 10 years ago. Black leather and suede inserts are standard trim, and those seats are heated front and rear as well. The back row folds down in the 60-40 split, just like any other hatchback. Because the battery pack is tucked away underneath the car, there's a heap of boot space to use as well. 435 litres in fact, and it's a really deep, usable space. So how do you actually charge the Nissan LEAF? Well, much like most other aspects of this car, it's pretty easy. You simply hit a button inside that opens up this handy charging port cover. And you've got two types of charger in here. One's an AC Type 2 port and the other's a DC CHAdeMO. Oh, and if you've ever wondered why LEAF is always represented in uppercase lettering, it's because it's actually an acronym. According to Nissan, it stands for Leading Environmentally Friendly Affordable Family Car. And that's the thing about the Nissan LEAF. From the outset, it was designed to be a perfectly ordinary, functional family car. There are a few differences though when you're sitting in the driver's seat that you may see that you possibly wouldn't see in a conventional petrol or diesel hatchback. For example, this drive-by-wire gear shift. It looks a little daunting when you first get in, but actually it's really fuss-free to use, especially when you're manoeuvring around tight urban spaces. Another difference is this e-pedal switch. Now this doesn't have to be on, but it's actually really useful. You can gauge it, and what it does is push energy back into the battery, thereby giving you more range from your average daily drive. It also means you can essentially drive the LEAF with one pedal, one foot. You use the accelerator as a brake, so when you lift off, the car will come to a natural progressive stop. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but actually within 15-20 kilometres of using it, you can really perfect how to drive with just the one pedal. Everywhere else in the cabin though, it's actually pretty familiar, especially if you've ever driven a Nissan product before. In fact, the LEAF has now adopted the standard 8-inch touchscreen that other Nissan models incorporate. If you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay phone connectivity, and another really great feature of this car, especially with that urban usage in mind, is a really neat camera system. The around view system lets you see literally right around the car. It gives you a virtual bird's eye view of the vehicle from top down in 3D real time, so it's very, very useful for getting in and out of tight urban parking spaces. You may not realise it, but there's actually more than one model of LEAF. There's a standard LEAF and there's also the LEAF E+. There's no real difference discernible in the looks of the car, but underneath the floor is where that real point of difference is, being different size density battery packs. Those lithium-ion batteries underneath the vehicle are actually key to what makes this car surprisingly fun to drive. It's actually got a really low centre of gravity, and combined with the absolute responsiveness from the electric motor in terms of providing sort of zero resistance and instant torque, it's a really, really responsive car. The e-pedal, one-pedal driving style, it's a really neat way to drive. Already, I can kind of anticipate when I can come off the accelerator and sort of slow the progress of the car. And if you're doing that in a situation where you're driving down, say, a hill, you're pushing more energy back into the battery as well. So you're increasing your range. Now, of course, range will be at top of mind for anybody researching whether an electric vehicle is going to work for them and their lifestyle. I picked this vehicle up yesterday and it had a 100% full battery and it had 267 kilometres of available range. So the Nissan LEAF starts at $61,990 plus on-road costs. But actually at the moment, under the newly introduced Clean Car Program incentive scheme, you can get a rebate of $8,625 off a new LEAF, so long as it's registered before December 31st, 2021. So have a chat to the team at Giltrap Nissan. Because the Nissan LEAF is in many respects like any other Nissan, it comes with a full 5-year or 150,000 kilometre warranty straight from the showroom floor. And because this is an electric vehicle, and hey, it's pretty dependent on that battery underneath the floor, the lithium-ion battery itself comes with an 8-year or 160,000 kilometre warranty as well. Here's the worst kept secret about the Nissan LEAF. It's an absolutely usable family car. It's easy to drive, it's easy to charge, it's easy to live with, and of course because it's emissions free, you'll breathe easier as well. It really is future-proof motoring with a proven past.